Hey, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to my Thursday Q&A. So next week, I'm going to do things a little bit differently, and I'm going to go for the questions who get the most thumbs up. So when you go down and you read the comments, you can reply, or you can thumbs up, or you can thumbs down a comment. So the comments that have the most thumbs up, I'm going to answer next week. That'll give us just a little bit less questions, hopefully, to deal with, so I'm not like trying to just garble it all out at once, you know what I mean? And I can give a little more in-depth answers to stuff. I like doing that more than just rushing through and giving people one-word responses, you know? It feels more like communication to me than one-word responses. So we're gonna get started here. Kevin T, are you going to demonstrate how to build and mount foam board cabinetry with your van project? I'm in the middle of my van build and considering using it. However, the previous videos did not touch on how to attach and mount to van walls. Yeah, they didn't directly show that, did they? So when he was talking about, and if you guys haven't seen the how to build foam cabinets videos, they're in my van dwelling playlist. And if somebody reminds me, because I'm sure I'll forget, because I always do, to add the cards, I'll try to add it on the cards up here, top right. I don't know which, it's opposite, so you're, I don't know, whatever, top right. Yeah, so the way he did it is he inserted some little slices of wood into the foam board and then glued it in with the Gorilla Glue, and then he just stuck a screw straight through it into something, and that's it. Super easy. But yes, I will be building foam cabinetry for this build, and I will be filming it, and I will definitely show you guys how I attach it to the van. Let's see here. Ned Ashton, wondering why you chose the Dometic fridge over the EdgeStar 43 quart fridge. The EdgeStar seems to be higher quality construction and cheaper than the Dometic, but it seems like a lot of the van dwellers I've been following on YouTube use the Dometic. The Dometic is the Dometic quieter or more energy efficient? I know absolutely nothing about the EdgeStar. I've not even heard of it until you showed me this. Or until I read this comment. Well, I shouldn't say I don't know anything. I read the Amazon description for it. Doesn't look like it's super high quality. It looks kind of cheap. You usually get what you pay for. And this Dometic fridge, man, I don't know. I'm not saying the EdgeStar isn't good because I've never used it. I don't know anyone that's used it personally, but I can tell you I've had this Dometic fridge for like a year and a half now, and I've had zero issues with it. It has stood up so well. The thing is just awesome. It saved me so much money too. So yeah, I can't really answer. I don't have an educated answer for that, but I can tell you that I will link both of them in the description. You can check them out if you guys want to know more about these two fridges. And if anyone has any experience with the EdgeStar or the Dometic, especially with both, please drop a comment and let us know. Okay, so next question comes from Kickstar Van Travel. Why did you switch from the Magic Chef to the Dometic? Do you still recommend the Chef Mat or the Magic Chef, especially if it's modified like yours was? Magic Chef. I think that you're referring to one of the tour videos I did with John in one of his vans. Because I've never had a Magic Chef. I think you're talking about those stand-up fridges. Yeah, I've never personally used those. So yeah, I can't answer that question, unfortunately. Sorry about that. Sea Health, how does the thing work in or on the door behind you? Is it to stop a monster? I think you're referring to this guy, the Everdrive 333. Yeah, it is to stop a monster. Mold, it sucks. I hate mold. So this has little silica or some kind of crystals in it that absorb moisture. And they're starting to get kind of dark. We're almost ready to plug this in. And it just absorbs moisture out of the air into this thing. And then once a week to once a month or somewhere in there, maybe less, maybe more. It's been about 3 weeks, I think, since we've had these. 3 weeks, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, about 3 weeks since we've had these. They're just getting ready to be plugged in. So what you do is you plug this thing into the wall, and it heats up the inside, and it burns all the moisture out of the little crystals. And I guess it takes like 24 hours. I haven't actually done it yet. I'll let you know when I do. But yeah, it's a little mini dehumidifier, and they're only like $20. We got 2 of these, and they definitely help a lot. I'll link these in the description as well. I love those things. They're not gonna totally get rid of moisture, but they definitely help a lot. They're only $20. Let's see here. Occasionally productive. Jed, what do you think about GoPros? Worth the $500 for vlogging? I like them since they can film underwater. Well, actually, the new black, the new, what is it, 5? Is that the newest GoPro?
Yes.
I think it's 5. Yeah, it's only $400, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's like the black version with a screen on the back. That's underwater without a case. It looks sick. I like that new GoPro a lot. Could totally work for vlogging. It depends on what you want to do. You're not going to get the dynamic range you're going to get with a DSLR. You're not going to get the shallow depth of field you'll get with a DSLR. You're not going to be able to change lenses like you will a DSLR. So you're pretty limited that way. But if all you're doing is turning on a camera, pointing at yourself and saying, hey, this is what I'm doing, and getting a bunch of wide shots like that, it's totally could be great. Yeah, heck yeah, man. We used her GoPro in the last video at Silver Falls for the driving through the snow scene. Footage looks really good. So yeah, you can do a lot of good with a GoPro. You can plug in an external mic and get much better audio. If you go that route, definitely figure out an external mic, whether it's a lav mic or figure out a way to attach one on top. I know Rode makes a pretty small external mic that could totally work for that. It's a little shotgun mic, little baby one. I think it would be great for it. You can also hook up a light. I got a new light on my, I'm using the 70D now, and I love it. I'll make a video about my rig setup soon. Quite a few people have asked for it, and I love the setup I have now. Love it. Relatively nomadic. So with the new motor and all the work on the van, are the brake lights still coming on? Haha. Yes. It was a ground issue. I just reattached the ground. The ring terminal had kind of like separated, so only like parts of the wire, because the wire's like several wires like wrapped around each other. Most of them are broken off. There are only a couple strands left, so I just cut it off and put a new O-ring on there and bolted it back down, and it's good to go. So next question comes from Jim Spath. I'm looking at getting some type of marker so everyone I meet can sign my truck. What are your thoughts on this? I think it would be fun. I think you'd probably end up with a lot of penises and maybe free candy, stuff like that on your van. I personally think it's hilarious. If it was my van, I would leave it. I've thought about doing this. For a long time, I was really big on the stealth thing. The more I do this, the less and less I care about stealth. It's not that big of a deal. What's the worst that's going to happen? Somebody's going to knock on your door and tell you to leave, Whatever. It's kind of become like part of it for me. Obviously I don't mean like I don't care about, going into nice neighborhoods and riling people up and stuff. I still don't do that. But it's just really not a big deal. So anyway, I think it could be really fun. I think it'd be really fun. What are those pens you have?
Chalk pens.
They're
chalk pens.
They're called chalk pens. It's like paint inside a pen that you can rattle around. You can shake it and rattle it around. It has a little thing in it, and yeah, you could write on anything with it: glass, painted metal, plastic, anything you want, and it totally sticks. I was using it earlier. I'll link that in the description as well. Really cool stuff. Dill Pops Robbins, good job, man. Thank you. Are you still happy with your foam cabinets, and will you reinstall them? I've never had foam cabinets myself. Those were John's cabinets for his van, but I will be making foam cabinets for this one, like I said, and I will be filming it, and I'm sure I will be very happy with them because I think it's the coolest thing ever. Thank you, John, for all you've done for Van's Only community, if you're watching this. Keith Butler, two-part question. Now that there's going to be 2 of you in the Astro with all your stuff and hers, do you think there will be enough room for both of you to be comfortable in such a small space? We're pretty comfortable right now. We've got most of our stuff in here, probably. Yeah. We're going to build a little, well, we'll show you in the next video how we put this bed platform together and what we're planning to do with the thing. But basically, probably 2/3 of my stuff I'm getting rid of because I've never used the entire time I've been on the road. And every time I rebuild the van, I put them in these boxes and I stick them under my bed and I never use them. Not once. So all this stuff I'm getting rid of. A bunch of clothes I'd never even wear. Why do I still have them? I don't need them. So she's super minimalist too. So we just don't need much, man. We're just kind of happy just hanging out with each other, and going out and seeing cool stuff. I mean, most of our stuff is camera gear now because she's really into photography and videography, and she's starting a channel too. And yeah, most of our stuff's like camera gear and clothes. The second part of your question, lost my screen, is more for the girl. Now that Judd has taken out the AC out of his van, do you believe you'll be able to tolerate the heat in the summer?
Yes, I will be. I mean, if I'm in a van with the AC on, I will get adjusted to the temperature inside here, and then when I go outside and it's hot outside, I'm gonna feel super hot, a lot hotter than it is. Whether
Super
if,
hot.
but if I'm already used to the heat in the van, when I go outside, it's not going to be as big of a problem. Your body adjusts to the heat eventually, so no AC is it's not going to be a problem at all. So.
They're super pretty. Dang, where'd we go? Elaine, is this my Elaine? Elaine, is that you? Happy fun partner. Me too. Do you think you will upgrade to a larger vehicle since there are two of you? Yeah, definitely eventually. I plan to anyway. Yeah, eventually. It's mostly a matter of how much money are we making at the time. That's basically the only thing that's in the way. Otherwise, this van's fine for another year, maybe 2. I don't think it'll take us that long, though. Andrew West. I turned that into an Andrew. That was cool. Any book recommendations? How long do you perceive being on the road? I don't know, until I get tired of it. And I'm definitely not tired of it yet. Not even close. Any book recommendations? Go-tos, man. I get this question a lot. Go-tos, The Alchemist, The Power of Now. Those are my favorites all time. William Dulitz. What are your thoughts on the no-coast vibes, the center of the country? I like this question a lot. This is cool. This is a play off last week's. Okay, so my experience is that the coasts are busy and they're progressive and they're just busy and progressive, I guess. And the middle part of the country, people are much more family-oriented, old school values oriented, much more conservative, and much more self-reliant and reliant on their family and their small community versus the big government thing. And everybody thinks that I'm some liberal hippie, but I'm more a libertarian than anything. But I've got my political views have much more in common with conservatives than they do liberals anymore, and it's kind of funny that everybody thinks I'm like a liberal or whatever. But anyway, yeah, I like it because I feel kind of at home, and I don't know, it feels like there's a lot more heart. They call it like the heartland, right? Isn't that? It's called the heartland. There's a lot more heart there. I don't know. I don't know. There's things I like about the coastal cities, the busyness, all the stuff going on, and there's things I like about the slower country. I'm from the country. It's just what I know. So it kind of, I'm kind of used to pickup trucks and Copenhagen and all that, even rodeos and stuff. I rode bulls when I was a kid. Check this out. So yeah. Next question is from Liz. Good stuff. What is Evie writing or drawing? I believe that's in reference to last video because you're not writing or drawing anything now. And how would she have hopped into the past? Wait, she would have had to go into the past to write this comment. Yeah.
Yeah.
So last week it was, what was it, some KGB spy?
Yeah, just secret KGB notes.
Yeah.
Taking notes.
She's all KGB. So, J. Brad, do you ever plan to tour the Great Lakes for the summer? Nothing's out of the question, I will tell you that. Dalton Martin, are you going to be going through Washington State next time you leave Oregon? I'm going to be going to Seattle very soon, I can tell you that. And possibly some other places in Washington. It is beautiful. I love the Pacific Northwest. I love it a lot more in spring than I do in winter, though. I can tell you that. All this rain and cold is kind of wearing me out, man. Time to Wander. That's a cool name for your channel. Where to next? Are you still planning to go down the West Coast? Depends on the weather, but most likely. Yeah, most likely. Jesse Stafford. Jesse, what's up, dude? Have you ever been up to Minnesota or through Minnesota? I don't remember. I was trying to remember that earlier, and I don't remember. So now I have to go just to make sure. Elaine, have stickers been mailed out yet? Yes, they have. If you've not received them, please contact me through the contact form on my website, intothemystery13.com. Link is in the description. Going on a road trip in March and would like to put one on the van. Thanks. Love everyone. Woohoo! Also, please tell them where to buy more, and don't forget about the t-shirts. T-shirts and stickers are available on my website, intothemystery13.com/shop. Link in the description as well. Soon I will have hoodies and prints and lots of other stuff. If you like my channel, if you like what I do, if you felt like I've helped you in any way, that is one way to support me, or support the channel, to keep the channel going, keep me able to do this, because it it's a lot of work, and people don't. I don't think most people realize how much work goes into this and money. But I love it, and I'm not complaining one bit. I would do it for free if I had a way to make money that allowed me enough time to keep doing it, because I love it. Colby Cameron, if I'm going to buy random expensive things off Amazon, will you be going through your link? Will going through your link to the site get you paid? Okay, guys, just FYI, this is the last question. I'm not trying to turn these things into a commercial. He legitimately asked me this question, so I'm answering it. Please don't give me too much shit for that. Yes. So what happens, the way Amazon works is, for the affiliate program, they just want you to get people to go to Amazon to buy stuff. So if you get people to Amazon, they will give you 6 to 10% depending on how many times you've gotten people to go to Amazon to buy stuff. So what it does is it leaves a cookie on your computer for 24 hours, and it knows how you got to Amazon. So if you go to Amazon through one of my links, you buy anything, even if it has nothing to do with what was in the link, I will still get the commission no matter what you buy. So if you click on a link for a roof fan and you end up buying a dozen diapers, a new laptop, a big screen TV, and I don't know, some edible underwear or something, I will get edible underwear. Where did I come up with that? I will get commission or whatever for all of that. So thank you guys so much. Remember, next week I'm going to be going for the questions that get the most upvotes. So get down in the comment section and thumb everything up. I think that would be really cool to experiment with. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Love yourself.
Super hot.